In this video, we will discuss about the reticular activating system. So the reticular activating system is a group of neurons inside the human brain. It's like a system inside the human's brain, and it acts as a filter against all the data that it's around us. So in the everyday life, if you go around the cities, if you go around the internet, you watch your phone, you watch TV, so there is a lot of information that enters your brain, to your eyes, to your ears, to your senses, and the reticular activating system will filter all this data, and it will only allow a smaller amount of data to actually get into the brain consciousness where you are focused and you are paying attention to that information. So it happened to you to have like a loud sound around you, but you're focused on something else, so you almost do not hear that sound. So that's your reticular activating system at work. And the reason I'm bringing this into trading is because this is very important for trading. So in trading, you want to concentrate only at the data that matters for you. And that means entry signals that work, where do you put your stop loss, where do you take your profits, how much are you going to risk for your trades, and that's it. Nothing else. You don't want to use other indicators. You want to respect rules like simplicity in your trading, so you don't want to look at something else. And the good news about the reticular activating system is that it can be trained like a muscle, or almost like a muscle, and that means that if you repeat something every day, after a period of days, you will get better at that thing. So you probably also know that. And that's the reticular activating system at work. Again, in trading, obviously you are going to use only your eyes. You look at the screen and you see setups, entry signals, you see what you need for your trading system. And your reticular activating system, it will help you to see that thing better and better and better. Basically, you collect data to train your eyes. When I say that you collect data from backtesting, you might use that from time to time, but you mainly collect it just for the exercise of collecting data. Because if you put that data somewhere, it's like you're filtering it through your reticular activating system, and only the important ones will be locked in your brain, so you can see it better the next time. Let's say you see the videos in my course, you take some notes. On day one, it takes you 30 minutes to see the setup and collect the data. Maybe you're not sure about it, you go back and you watch another video, you check your notes, you watch again the video where I show you how to do backtesting. So it takes you 30 minutes to see that and to collect the data. So it's okay, 30 minutes for the first day, it's perfect. On the second day, you notice the differences between wins and losses. So you basically have some extra information. You learn something else on the second day. So let's say it takes you 30 minutes again to do that thing. Then you go to sleep. On the third day, you spend 30 minutes at your PC, but this time you see several setups in the backtesting. So you see them, it gets easier and easier for you to see them. On the day 4, you now already have a file where you have several type of setups that you saved as a screenshot and some data. You put them in a file, and from time to time you analyze them. You don't go back to your notes, you don't go back to the videos on the course. You just analyze what you saved in that file. So that's very simple, because you just open, you see, you close, and you do your work. So from now on, let's say you do this every day. You do backtesting, asset after asset. And let's say, I don't say that it takes you 100 days to do backtesting, but let's say you get to day 100. So now in the day 100, when you open the charts, your eyes go to the setup immediately. It takes you 1 minute to do the checklist and another minute to measure the risk to reward ratio and collect the data. So it takes you just 2 minutes to see a setup. You want to get here to be ready for trading. You just want to spend maybe a few minutes, 5-10 minutes maximum on the charts when you enter the trade. You don't want to just hang around there and see, okay, but what if it doesn't go? What if I lose? What if no? You just apply your system. You just put that trade in and you go and you live your life. You do something else that you usually do in your life. So as a conclusion, you have to know that it's better to spend 10 minutes every day for 10 days to do something, to learn, than to spend 100 minutes at once every 10 days. I actually learned this on my own while learning to play guitar many years ago. And I used to train and practice like once a week, like Sunday. So I was like, okay, I have 3 hours this Sunday and I can play guitar. So I was a complete beginner. And it was very hard. It was very hard to play for 3 hours. After 30 minutes, I was like, done. My fingers would hurt. And it just didn't work. And I used to hear other guys that play for 5 hours. But they didn't tell me that they were playing for 10 years. That was the difference. Then I went to a guitar teacher. And the guitar teacher told me, look, you have to play every day. It doesn't matter if you only have 10 minutes. Just practice 10 minutes. Practice one song or whatever you have, a few notes for 10 minutes. Even if you have 5 minutes. Let's say you want to go out and you still, after you take your shoes on, you still have 5 minutes until you have to meet with the people to go out. Just grab that guitar. Make sure you can grab it quickly and plug it in. Grab that guitar and for 5 minutes just exercise. That's better than 3 hours every Sunday. Because if you don't do it, you will develop rust and you are never going to be consistent. You are never going to get that consistency in focus. So basically your reticular activating system will not be trained. He will not care about whatever you are trying to do.